Let's start with our NBA 10. Let's get our 10 minutes on the clock. The next 10 minutes will be purely uninterrupted basketball talk of what we just saw in the NBA last night. And I think we're finally ready to start betting the NBA. We wanted to get a couple of games under our belt to see which kind of teams we are starting to believe in and starting to see some good things toward. And we've got some bets here today. So let's start talking about the NBA. The 10-minute start now. Alrighty. Decent day in the NBA last night. Not a lot of games, but we were able to see some real great performances. So here we go. Let's start here with the first matchup up, and that's the Bucks at the Pistons, and the Bucks beat the Pistons. No shocker, right? Was there Brook Lopez back? No. Was there Drew Holiday back? No. And the Bucks still win? Well, of course, it's the Pistons, folks. Their best two players, Jeremy Grant, 21 points. Okay, that's good, but then everybody else flounders. Their second best player, Sadiq Bey, 4 points on 15% shooting on 13 shots. Not going to get it done. And then the only other player in double-digit points for this Pistons team was Trey Lyles off the bench with 13 points. We know this Pistons team is not good, and they show this and prove it on a game-to-game basis. So, yes, the Bucks could have easily won this game like they did by like 30. I'm not even going to do the math. It's 117-89, folks. That's too big of math for me to even care about. The Pistons got blown out. This Bucks team, like we said, still no Brook Lopez, still no Drew Holiday at the one, and they were able to get it done because it's the Pistons. But Giannis, 28 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, doing what he does. Thanasis Antetokounmpo still playing the 5 here with Brook Lopez out, 9 points, 8 rebounds. He's starting to get there, and I think this is going to be real great for this Bucks team. Like we said, yeah, they've kind of skidded. I think they lost like 3 straight games, but this is good experience for Thanasis to kind of get in there, get down low, get his kind of, beak wet a little bit in this league. So this is definitely going to help out the Bucks a little bit. We know, to be an NBA champion, you need health or you need depth. And if this Bucks team has kind of the depth, getting Thanasis this kind of experience real early on in the season, we're all about that. We say this all the time. We want to see what these teams all have from the top to the bottom to the bench, really kind of in the first 2-3 weeks of the season to truly see how deep these teams are, get some good experience for kind of the players that will not be playing for the majority of the season, but we know it always comes down to health. So get these kind of young, not kind of your top 10 players, get them good experience in game, and Thanasis is on his way. Grayson Allen, not the best night by him, 8 points on 2 of 6 from 3, but still just enough to get it done. And the bench here for the Bucks was absolutely fantastic last night. Jordan Nora, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Bobby Portis, 12 points, 8 rebounds like we know he can do. And then Justin Robinson, 11 points and 4 assists. So Bucks take care of business real easy here against the Pistons, winning 117-89 and getting back on track. All right, next matchup up here is the Heat at the Mavericks, and man, oh man, folks, I think we already declared this Heat team as the real deal, but we'll reiterate it again today. This Heat team is the real deal, folks. Jimmy Butler, 23 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds, and folks, y'all have to remember, Jimmy Butler does not shoot threes, so all of his points are coming from kind of driving, mid-range, getting to the free throw line. He does not shoot the 3, folks, and this is Jimmy Butler, folks. 23 points, a plus 14 on the floor, absolutely magnificent. Bam Adebayo still at the 5, obviously, 22 points, 13 rebounds, fantastic. Kyle Lowry, 22 points, 9 assists. That big 3 by itself, folks, is just so gosh dang good, folks. This is the Heat team from the bubble. They were lackluster overall last year, but they found what made them magical, and that is getting Jimmy Butler the ball, Bam Adebayo being more aggressive, and then having a true kind of point guard at the 1 in Kyle Lowry. This is a true squad, and what brings it all together, folks? Tyler Mother-loving Hero. Once again, this Heat team is the bubble team. This is the good team that got to the NBA Finals that year. This is the team, folks. Tyler Hero, 25 points on 3 of 6 from the 3. He led the team in scoring off the bench, 4 assists and 3 rebounds to go along with that. Yes, Tyler Hero. This is the bubble Tyler Hero, folks. We can truly get behind this Heat team. I'm loving everything about this team defensively. They got PJ Tucker. We talk about it all the time. Markieff Morris coming off the bench, 9 points, absolutely fantastic. This Heat team, folks, if you don't know, you better know right now. This Heat team is the real deal. And I know we haven't done any power rankings for the NBA. I think we're going to try and do this. We will probably start a power rankings for the NBA on when can we fit it in? Can't really do it on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I think we can fit it in on Thursday. So I think tomorrow we will unveil our first of the season power rankings for the NBA. And I think we're going to have the Heat top 3. I would say top 3, maybe even 1, folks. So yeah, this Heat team, absolutely loving it. And they go and beat the Mavericks. Still no Kristaps Porzingis playing. Luka Doncic doing his thing. 33 big old points, 5 assists. Tim Hardaway Jr. back at the 3, and I think this is good. He was been struggling at the 2, move him to the 3. I think that's where he played the bulk of his time last season when he was really kind of making waves here for this Mavericks team. Tim Hardaway Jr. back at the 3 and having good success. 17 points. We've seen him flounder the last couple of games here. Jalen Brunson now at the 2, having a great game. So this kind of switch here is truly great here for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson at the 2, 25 points and 7 rebounds, and efficient as heck shooting. 10 of 13 from the field, folks, 76%. Unfortunately, just come up a little bit short because they're facing one of the best teams in the league in the Heat. They win by 15, 125-110. All right, then we get the Kings at the Jazz, and man, the Jazz's guards absolutely stepped up big time like we know that they can do. Mike Conley, 30 points on 6 of 9 from 3, fantastic. Donovan Mitchell, 36 points, 6 assists, 8 rebounds, 5 of 12 from 3, fantastic as well. And then Rudy Gobert, he always gets his. He's like, oh, you're getting yours? Oh, you're getting yours? Oh, well, I got to get mine then. 12 points, 20 rebounds, Rudy Gobert being absolutely fantastic. Bojan Bogdanovic, 20 points as well. So they're all getting theirs. And this is what is so great about this Jazz team is that their starters are so good. And we haven't even talked about Joe Ingles or Jordan Clarkson or Hassan Whiteside coming off the bench. Hassan Whiteside, 9 points, 12 rebounds. Jordan Clarkson, a real bad game, but still found a way to put up a lot of shots. He shot absolutely awful last night. 0 of 11 from 3, folks. 0 of 11 from 3. 7% on 1 of 13 from the field, folks. Absolutely atrocious, but luckily everybody else stepped up scoring-wise, so Jordan Clarkson could have had the bad game. So the Jazz pull out of a close win here, and they beat the Kings. And this Kings team still having Buddy Hield coming off the bench. 19 points for Buddy Hield, the second leading scorer. They're going to get rid of him. It's just a matter of when, folks. De'Aaron Fox at the 1 still, 13 points, 9 assists. Solid performance by him. Tyrese Halliburton, 14 points. Raquan Holmes, 10 points, 10 rebounds. And then Davion Mitchell coming off the bench, slowly coming along here in the league. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. On 2 of 7 from 3, 46% from the field, so not bad overall by this Kings team. Unfortunately, just lose close by 6 here, 119-113 over the Jazz. All right, then we get the Pelicans at the Suns, and the Suns win 112-100, and this Suns team is kind of back to kind of getting their feet underneath them, kind of doing what they were last year. What's the record? They're like 4-3 now? 3-3? Is this updated? This is an updated 3-3 after the win. Whatever it is, we know they gotten out to a little bit of a slow start, and this team just got to the finals last season. So, we had the Heat team 2 years ago get to the finals. Last season, they were lackluster. Suns got to the finals last season. This season, in the beginning, they're a little lackluster, but they're starting to get back into that groove of what made them really good last year. Chris Paul, 14 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Fantastic. Devin Booker, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Still need him to kind of get a little bit more of scoring production. His scoring production this season so far has not really been that great. And just looking at this team, they really need Devin Booker to really step up and kind of be the true number 1 A1 tier 1 scorer, putting up about like 25 to 30 points a game. That's kind of really what they need from Devin Booker. So he still needs to step it up a little bit. JaVale McGee was at the 5 here, 18 points and 5 rebounds. No DeAndre Ayton. Jay Crowder at the 4, 13 points solid. And then McCall Bridges at the 3, 22 points, led the team in scoring. And I'm loving this as well. Frank Kaminsky coming off the bench. DeAndre Ayton. JaVale McGee gets in the starting lineup. And Frank Kaminsky, their other big, gets solid minutes. 28 minutes coming off the bench. 17 points, 4 steals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and and he was a plus 18 on the floor. We love to kind of see Frank Kaminsky on the Suns team. We believe he can be a real great productive player, productive big for the Suns team. We saw him kind of get a couple of solid minutes last year throughout the postseason and even in the finals, but it was never really anything great. So once again, getting these kind of other role players that really aren't going to see the floor for a lot of minutes throughout the entire season, but getting them some nice experience, some nice reps, so when they do need to be called upon for injuries or whatever it is, as the season progresses, they are ready and can just kind of fit in. So Frank Kaminsky getting nice minutes out here, absolutely love it. And that is our 10 minutes, but we got to finish up here, so let's keep going. Cameron Johnson off the bench, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Did not have Cameron Payne off the bench, and they were still able to get really great scoring production from basically everybody that played meaningful minutes. So Suns get the win, and then the Pelicans still no Zion, no Brandon Ingram, and I feel so bad for Jonas Valanciunas. I mean, once again, doing everything he can to truly single-handedly win these games and be competitive in these games like Cole Anthony is for the Magic. Jonas Valanciunas, 23 points, 14 rebounds. He led the team in scoring, led the team in rebounding. Fantastic. Only a -1 on the floor. Herbert Jones, the only other starter with the better plus-minus than Jonas Valanciunas, a +5 on the floor, but he only played 19 minutes. So just really nothing good. Devontae Graham, 12 points on 26% shooting. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 10 points on 28% shooting. Just unfortunately, they don't have their players, and they are unfortunately underwhelming when they don't have their kind of big three of Brandon Ingram and Zion. So Pelicans lose like we know they should be doing. Unfortunately, they lose 112-100. And then the last game of the night last night, Rockets at the Lakers, and the Lakers pull off a close 2-point win, winning 119-117. And the Lakers, a really good production from their big three. Russell Westbrook, 27 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. Where is all the praise for Russell Westbrook? Only 3 turnovers. LeBron had 4, AD had 4. Where's the praise for Russell Westbrook? Everybody's so quick to kind of villainize Russell Westbrook for being the kind of out-of-control Tasmanian devil player for this Lakers team, but he's been having some solid performances these last couple of games, and everybody's kind of pip quiet. No, I mean, this Lakers team is on like a 3-game winning streak, and you would have no idea the way that the people are talking about this Lakers team. So people love to clown Russell Westbrook, but nobody wants to give him the praise when he gets it going. Yes, he kind of takes decently long to kind of get into that really good setting where he's kind of gotten a good balance of going crazy, kind of out of control, wild, and being real productive. It does kind of take him a couple of weeks, maybe even the first couple of months of the season to really get it figured out here, but it seems like he's learning a lot quicker under the tutelage of LeBron James, and I say that very thinly. It's not like LeBron James is like Russell Westbrook's dad or is like a true mentor or anything. It's just kind of, LeBron James is one of the best players in the league, and Russell Westbrook is very, very good, and, can definitely use a little tutelage every now and then. So Russell Westbrook having a great night. Anthony Davis, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, and he's still playing the 5 here. Love seeing that. Once again, we have to see how long this will last. AD at the 5. LeBron James, 30 points, led the team in scoring, 10 assists, 2 steals, 4 rebounds, a +8 on the floor. LeBron is still great, 19 years into the league, and that was really it. They got solid production from Carmelo Anthony off the bench in 29 minutes, 15 points, real solid there. And Avery Bradley needs to step it up at the 2 points on 16% shooting. Definitely got to be a little bit better, but the big three of the Lakers, they're all fantastic. Carmelo Anthony's a great sixth man for this Lakers team. We need the other role players, Kent Bazemore, Avery Bradley, and definitely Malik Monk. Can we have a score? I think this is back-to-back games of Malik Monk going 0 for. He's 0 for 3. I think he was 0 for 6 their other game, putting up 1 point because he got to the free throw line twice. Splitting your free throws when you only shoot 2 of them? What are you doing? So I'm telling y'all, if they can get Avery Bradley and Malik Monk and Kent Bazemore to get solid production, I mean, all we really need for them is kind of a 10 points, that's kind of maximum. We really only need them to score like 10 points maximum each for this Lakers team to really kind of hit the next level. So once they do that, watch out for the Lakers. And then they beat the Rockets. The Rockets are nothing good. No Daniel Tice at the 5, and they're competitive and only lose by 2. Coincidence, correlation, folks? We don't really like Daniel Tice that much, and he wasn't playing, and they only lose by 2 instead of getting blown out like they're usually used to. So they have the rookie Alperen Sengun. If I butchered the name, I apologize. But 6 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and he was only a -2 on the floor and a 2-point loss. So that kind of checks out. So he's better than Daniel Tice already. That's not that hard to do. Christian Wood led the team in scoring, 26 points, 16 rebounds. The man's an absolute monster. Kevin Porter Jr. still needs to kind of get there. He's not as good as he was last season, unfortunately, taking him a little too long to get back on track and picking up where he left off last season. Kevin Porter Jr., 11 points. He had 8 assists, which I definitely will give him, and 4 steals, but we need the scoring here a little bit more. 1 of 6 from 3, 35% from the field. So Rockets team may start to get it figured out here. Don't play Daniel Tice, and then you may be competitive here. So we'll see what their lineup is if Daniel Tice comes back healthy. I think we still stick with this rookie. That was a real great performance by him. I think this is his first start of the season, the first start that we've seen by him. So very well done by Alperen Sengun. Fantastic. All right, that was the NBA from last night, but I think I'm ready to start unveiling our picks for the NBA, folks. Our first official day betting in the NBA. We wanted to get a couple of games under our belt before we were just throwing away money. Wanted to get a nice landscape, a nice finger on the pulse, if you will, on what is going on in the NBA this season. And we're ready to unveil our first picks, and we're feeling really good about them. And we're going to have 2 solid bets, and then we're going to go with the third that we still feel confident about. Kind of our locks and 99% guarantees if you follow our NFL coverage. But our first pick here is the Magic at home getting 6.5 points. Oh my goodness, yes, this Celtics team is nothing good, folks. It's just Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and that is coming straight from the horse's mouth of the team of Marcus Smart, folks. He is saying this, and this is what we've been saying, and now it's matching up, and everybody's on the same page now. But this Magic team, Cole Anthony, I mean, we're celebrating, we're gushing about Cole Anthony every single day. We talk about every time the Magic play, we're like, man, oh man, this Cole Anthony kid, he's got it, folks. So he's going to keep the game close. The Celtics don't blow anybody out. They have trouble winning the games, and we get 6.5 for the home team. Cole Anthony will keep it close. This is the best value of the night, folks. Magic plus 6.5. And then we are going to take this game here. We're going to take the Bulls plus 2. We're going to see what this Bulls team is truly made of. We love their kind of core 4. DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, Vucevic, and Zach LaVine. We are absolutely loving what they've got here, and they're going against the 76ers. Now, we do love this 76ers team as well, but we think the Bulls can be competitive, and we get 2 points with it. You know, not the greatest value, but we think the Bulls can definitely keep it close, and we're going to be betting on the Bulls tonight, folks. Bulls plus 2. So we're feeling real good about those bets. And then we're going to add a third bonus pick here. And we're going to take the Knicks plus 1 because we know the Pacers don't win games. So, I mean, this should be a free bet for us. Not great value, only a 1-point spread, basically just calling the winner. But Knicks, we know they are an emerging team here. And the Pacers, they don't win. So we'll take the Knicks on the road plus 1. Feeling very, very good. Our best bet, Magic plus 6.5. We like Bulls plus 2. And then we're going to take the Knicks plus 1 because the Pacers don't win. So let's take advantage while they're still not winning. Alrighty, so that is the NBA, folks, from last night and tonight. And unfortunately, this Bulls 76ers game should be on TV. Unfortunately, it's not. And they're showing Hawks and Nets. So I don't know. I think I'd rather see Bulls than 76ers, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see if the Hawks Nets was a good game. It's on 7:30 ESPN.